You are about to listen to a shortened preview episode of the Life Power Journeys podcast with Coach Lewis.
So what I'm trying to do is this: get out of your own way, help yourself, help me. I can't help a client who won't help themselves. When I teach you what you've been doing wrong, and most of the time what you've been doing wrong is not being consistent, not having a dedicated, concentrated approach to your fitness. When you start doing all of that, now it starts to come together. But check this out, because I really want to help you out. I don't know you. You're a really good guy. Let me ask you this. I asked you earlier, what's success, all right? Or what's health? What's health and fitness? What is happiness?
That's a loaded question. Happiness to me is to be physically healthy and be around friends and family.
There's a lot of people in the fitness industry, cover models, they're doing photo shoots. They're miserable as fuck.
Yeah.
So having a great body makes me happy. Maybe. So for some, right? Robin Williams, that story hit me when the guy committed suicide, right? Wow. I thought of him as a friend. That guy made me laugh so much. I thought I knew him personally. That guy commits suicide. What's going on? Happiness is described, there's a success coach, Tony Robbins. I don't know if you ever heard of him or not, but he describes happiness as happiness is directly tied towards achievement. You take an infant, my son's 3 years old, so I'm pretty, I remember, I'm getting it on Facebook memories. Hey, when he first took his first steps, that little kid learns how to stand up for the first time. What's mommy and daddy doing? Clapping like him. Yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome. He learns how to tie his shoes for the first time. Oh, that's awesome. My daughter comes home, great. I just took her to Toys R Us because she got straight A's. Awesome. She's achieving. And I'm teaching her that when she achieves something, when she accomplishes something, daddy's happy, mommy's happy. We're wiring our brains that, hey, if I accomplish something, your first girlfriend, were you happy when she asked you out? When she said yes?
Yeah, I cheered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you did. You got your first job. Oh my God, when can you start? You're like, oh shit, I got the job. It's an accomplishment, right? So happiness is, again, these are not my philosophies. These are things I'm learning. I'm constantly on a never-ending growth journey because I've learned that growth is happiness. So what else can I accomplish? What else can I achieve? And for everybody, it's different. Like you said, it's a loaded question. What is happiness? It's different for everybody. But as an infant, you were rewarded for standing up for the first time. You were rewarded when you made mommy or daddy happy, when you tied your shoe, when you got the job, when you anything you've accomplished, we've been taught that it's an applaud. We don't celebrate failures, do you? I mean, Michael Jordan, greatest champion, really? 6 championships? What about the guys that didn't win? Are they any less? Let me ask you this. Are they any less happy? Well, it depends on that individual. Happiness is directly tied to achievement, but what does that achievement means? It's up to you. So again, we're talking about health and fitness. Damn, this dude has talked about dogs chasing me, preparing for war in time of peace. Now he's talking about achievement. How do you tie all of this? That's what we do at Life Power. So my philosophy for helping you get in shape, one, let's uncover the bullshit. Why aren't you really doing this?
That's a big one to me.
Yeah.
I think for everyone.
Right. It is. So now, lack of achievement. You started a diet. You don't see abs after. I had 3 salads today. Oh my God, I don't have abs. It's easy to get distracted. Like, fuck, it's not working. Right? You start a training a training program and you don't see results because your body's changing so microscopically. You're thinking you're not getting anywhere. You're like, you get into a mood, right? Your hormones get all fucked up. You just long traffic day. Somebody cuts you off and fuck this. I'm going to go get that pizza. Boom, sabotage. Now, what I try to tell people is I don't want you to cross your fingers when you're spending money with me. I don't want you to hope it works out. You've done enough of that. You've hoped a long time. I want to guarantee you success. I want to guarantee you'll get the results you're looking for. How do you do that? How do you get results? Got any idea?
You have to do work.
Well, yeah, but how many people are? It's not about working harder. You could say it's about working smarter. But I believe this. Let me hit you with this one, Sretton. If you can measure it, you can improve it. When you go into the gym and you know how much you can deadlift, you know if you're getting better, if you're getting worse. When you go out and you run a mile and you time it, see, that's the part. You got to measure it. How long did it take you to run that mile? Oh shit. 18 minutes. 7. I don't care. It does. This is why Life Power is a little bit different because we deal with the individual. There is no magic mile time. People always ask me when we do that initial baseline test, that workout test, what's a good time? It don't fucking matter what the time is. It's how well you can do it. because that's your progress. The fastest I've had somebody do that workout was 3 minutes and 48 seconds. But I've also had people take over 30 minutes. I've had people not finish that workout. And I don't care if you're a 60, 70, 80-year-old person or an 18-year-old football wrestling stud. I'm putting you through the exact same workout. I'll modify it to what you can do, your scale. Y'all scale it to your level of ability. But ultimately, we're still taking the same test, right? I have to measure it. So now, I don't want you to wait a month. I don't know if it's working. Your buddy says, oh, you're training at that same gym that Jose's at? How do you like it? I don't know. I think I like it. The guy's all right. Or, let me throw this part in there too. I tell people, you don't hire me to be your friend. You got enough of those. You hire me for results. So I might tell you a lot of shit you don't want to hear, but it's all with the intentions of doing my job. I take my job absolutely seriously. So you're paying me money. I have to get you results. So the key is that, again, in order to get you the results, you have to take the accountability, but you've already proven that. You're jumping through the hoops. You've been coming to the gym. So instead of you guessing, wondering if you're making progress, we're going to measure fucking everything. I measure the scale. Now the scale says, hey, you want to say your weight online or?
I'm 300.
Okay. Scale says you weigh 300 pounds, but we don't know how much of that is fat, how much of that is muscle, how much of that is water. But nonetheless, hey, fine. Still a measuring stick. What do you weigh? 300. Okay. Next week, you weigh 305. Fuck Life Power. That's some bullshit, right?
Right.
Call it what it is. So that's one gauge. I want to lose weight. Here I am gaining weight. Again, scale doesn't tell me if it's fat or muscle. Another measuring. Let's take the tape measure. Hey, your shoulders are this big, around your chest, around your belly, around your pants. Okay, gaining inches, losing inches. Now you're not fucking questioning, like you're not saying, I hope it works out. You're not crossing your fingers. I wonder if this is working out. God damn it, I'm measuring it. I'm making progress. Or I'm not making progress. I want a refund. Fuck you, I'm gonna go get another trainer. That's why I've got a lot of people who have had other trainers. Why are you here? You've done all these fitness diets. Why are you here? They haven't worked. So what's working? You're not measuring it. You don't know if you're getting better or not. You're basing your success on feelings. I felt that was such a good workout, really, but did it result in progress? Remember, going back a little bit, I just asked that. That's great. You feel good. You're releasing endorphins. Good. But did it result in progress? The only way you're going to know if it made progress is, did you measure? Now, when I go to the gym, now I have a purpose. So I can measure weight, I can measure inches, but now here's the thing. Instead of you waiting for next month, what's my progress in 28 days, or Advocare, 24-hour challenge, or Herbalife this, or whatever, 10-minute abs, 10-day abs, whatever. Whatever you want. Instead of you waiting for 30 days to say, is Life Power working? You're going to know tomorrow. You're going to know next week. Because we're measuring, hey, how many push-ups can you do in a row without stopping? Now, if I'm doing my job, I'm going to build you up. I'm going to make sure that the muscles that are involved in a push-up, your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, your abs, your core, your hook, right? I'm going to build that up. If I'm doing my job, next week you should be able to do more. If you're still at the same, then you didn't get your money's worth. Or if you're going backwards, you're obviously not getting your money's worth. But if you're making progress, you should be making more money. Making more. You should be looking better, right? So here's the thing. I came in and I could do 18 push-ups in a row, coach. All right. Now I can do 25. My question to you is this. If you could have done 25 on day one, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you have? But you could only top out at 18. So I need to maximize what you can do. All right. I went from 18 to 25, but the scale still looks the same. Here's the thing. From 7 more push-ups, even if it's just 1 more push-up, something happened for you to be able to do an extra repetition. What happened? Well, the muscle fibers got denser. The cardiovascular got, my lungs got better. What made you improve your mile by 30 seconds or by a minute? Something physically took place. It may not show up on the scale and it may not show up in the mirror because it's so microscopic, but it's showing up on my results. It's showing up on my progress, right? Because I measured it. You don't measure, you don't know if you're making progress or not. Now you're hoping again. Now you're basing your success on feelings. So if I can measure it, I can improve it. So that goes into how I train clients, a philosophy of training clients. We do functional fitness. There's no sense of me putting a weight on your back. Hey, let's do back squat. Well, shit, you can't even do a body weight squat. Why should I put a weight on your back and run the risk of injury?
Right.
Do the body weight shit. I started that business with nothing, no equipment, in the parks. I can get you in shape in this little office with no equipment, just using your natural body. Again, these are all individual podcasts here, to be honest with you. We could take each one of these stories and push it and develop it.
Yeah.
Dude, you let me talk. I'm gonna talk all day long. So
You go wind it down. Finish off that thought about how you started, and you started in the parks.
I started the business in the parks. Like I said, I had 30 years of experience, so I know that. Let me. You might find this interesting. All those equipment, all those pieces of machinery and equipment in the gym at all these Anytime Fitness, Planet Fitness, Charter gyms, whatever. All the stuff that they sell online. All exercise revolves around all fitness gyms, all pieces of equipment revolve around 3 exercises. You don't have to overcomplicate shit. You know how I asked you what's health and fitness, and you got into this confused. And I simplified. I just said, hey, is my body working for me or against me? All fitness exercises revolve around 3 exercises. A press, which is a push-up. Now take a push-up, for instance, right? We all know what a push-up looks like. Now lay on your back. It's a bench press, right? Now hit a punching bag. It's the same motion. It's the same thing. So I can create any kind of machinery. Now, don't get me wrong. The body moves in all these different planes, transverse planes. You can move the body up, down, but for the most part, it's still a press. Put something on a shelf. It's still a press. Shoulder press. Putting a can on top in a cabinet. It's still a press. Deadlift, right? Or a hip hinge. The hip hinge is basically the extension of your, standing up straight. Rowing machine, flipping a tire, picking up my son, picking up a penny off the floor. It's a deadlift. Now, here's the one that gets really, where people are really kind of blown away. Squatting, all right? Squat, taking a shit on a toilet. Squat, going upstairs. I'm extending my leg. Running. It's a one-legged constant squat. It's just a whole bunch of repetitive one-legged squats, bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Now, there's more to running than that, but for the most part, the motion of the leg is a squat. 3 exercises. So I don't need a fancy hack squat machine. I don't need a leg press. I don't need a squat rack. You don't need all of that. Sit on the fucking toilet. Sit on your couch. Get up and down. That's a squat. Do it. How many times can I do it in an hour? Measure it. Write it down. I improved. How many can I do in 5 minutes? Write it down. Improve. Got better. Now it's not, am I getting better? I don't know if it's working. Well, this ain't working. Well, what's going on? So, here, I'll wrap it up like this.
Okay.
Life Power. You can't fail at Life Power. That's why when you look at the page, you'll see mylifepowercoach.com. When you see all those transformation pictures, you can't fail. It's not just showing up at my gym 3 hours. You know how you said you're the guinea pig, right? I stay in your ass all fucking day. I hold you accountable. You will not be my client if you don't honor your word. You're giving me your word. Besides your money, you're giving me your word that you're going to do everything I'm asking you. You're going to I'm not looking for perfection, but I'm looking for effort. I'm looking for committed, dedicated effort in this journey, because I'm going to give you 100%. I'm going to demand that you give me 100% in return. I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect, because I don't know you, and we got to work through certain things, and you're a mom first, you're a dad first. Fitness is a part of the journey. It's not the journey. You have a job, that's more of a priority. You have kids or family, that's a priority. This should enhance your life, not your life shouldn't revolve around it unless you're making money for it. But for the most part, this should enhance your life. It is not your life. But nonetheless, you're going to ask me for my expertise. You want me to come out of my house and train. You want me, my busy, I have a schedule. Sometimes I have a waiting list. And it's just like, it ain't again, I'm not sprinkling pixie dust on your head and all of a sudden you get fit. What I'm trying to say is that you give me that effort. What I'm going to give you in return, I'm going to give you the correct exercises, right? I've been doing it 30 years. I can, I've done powerlifting. I've done the endurance sports. I've done 6 marathons, 4 Ironman triathlons. That's where you swim 2.4 miles, you bike ride 112 miles, and then you run 26 miles after that. Usually you have somebody who's a runner, a thin endurance athlete, or you have a meathead bodybuilder, big muscle head. I've done it all. So I bring that experience, the mental and the physical experience, to your training. So you get that training. You get a nutrition plan. You're not questioning like I asked you earlier, do you know the difference between a salad and a donut? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what you could eat for breakfast. This is what you need to eat. This is strategically for fat burning and holding on to your lean meat. So you get the nutrition plan. Now you don't have that excuse anymore. I don't know what to eat. Well, I'm working out really hard, but I don't know what to eat. Okay, that's gone. That excuse is gone. If you're sore, I got a guy that I work with, Magic Touch massage therapy. His name is Aaron. Hey, so then you come in, man, coach, my legs are so sore. You wore my legs out. Hey, go see Aaron. I'm paying for your massage. You got a massage. I'm treating you like an Olympic athlete, a professional athlete. You got the food, you have the training, you have the massage. Now I'm also throwing in a planner. Hey, I want you to keep a journal of what your journey is. So, hey, don't skip steps. Hey, every day I got to do this. Hey, this is my meal. Hey, I ate for breakfast, I ate this. For lunch, I ate that. Again, if I'm tracking it, I have a little bit more control over it. If I'm measuring it, I can improve it. You add all of that stuff. I every morning, sometimes they go crazy because I'll send them a morning text. You know, you get onto the news, it's a bunch of crap. You get on Facebook, somebody's complaining about something. So I send my clients a motivational text in the morning. It could be a meme, it could be a picture, it could be words of advice or something like that. But they wake up with Coach Lewis in their ear. You can't fail at Life Power. Using the examples that I just gave you with what is real health and fitness. You know, is my body working for me or against me? Can I measure it? If I can measure it, I can improve it. You apply all of these different things, dude, you're going to fucking succeed. Period.
You just listened to a short preview episode of the Life Power Journeys podcast with Coach Lewis. Stay tuned very soon for full episodes of this podcast.
Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la.
Dude, you're going to fucking succeed. Period.